Hey, it is Brent, and we are live today. And I have got something really exciting for you. There are three things that, if you are not doing them right now, there is no way you can make permanent transformation in your life. You're just spinning your wheels otherwise. So, today, by the end of this video, you're going to find out what those three things are, and you're going to find out how to put them to work in your life today. That's on today's episode of Mind Power Secrets. All right, it's a gorgeous day today. What better time to learn the three things that you need to know? And I'll tell you, some people may be using one, some people may be using two, but unless you are utilizing all three of these principles in your life, you're never going to make any kind of permanent change. Now, I know this completely transformed everything for me, and I know it can do the same for you. So I'm going to tell you those, but remember, we are live. If you have any questions or comments, just drop them down below. And let's get started. Now, there are three A's. It's the three A's, like AAA. The three A's. It's very easy to remember, but the three things, and most people are missing the last one in their lives. Okay, let's start with the first. The very first thing that you must do if you want to make lasting change is you have to acknowledge exactly where you are right now. So many of us lie to ourselves. We tell ourselves that story. Okay, where are you right now? Not where you want to be, not where your parents want you to be, not where the neighbors think you are, but don't lie to yourself. It's just you talking to you. Where are you right now on your journey? Because unless you know where you're starting from, you're never going to be able to get to your destination or your goal. So you're just going to go through life pretty much like a robot. Most people are programmed, and I say it all the time. I can't drill it in you enough. From the moment we're born until we're 10 years old, we're programmed by our parents, our siblings, the media, our teachers, the government, everything. We look at the world through the lens of that programming. So you go through your entire life robotically. You don't realize you're just a robot. Okay. You're not really living. You're just existing, feeling that there's something more out there, but having no idea how to get it. Acknowledge where you are. Again, this is so important and it sounds so easy, but it's not for most people. Okay. You've got to bring awareness. I'll tell you, a lot of problems, a lot of punishment that we do to ourselves will vanish soon as you bring awareness to your situation. We've gone through life sleepwalking and we don't understand what is happening around us, what is happening to us. So, by acknowledging where you are, by bringing awareness to that place, it changes everything. Because now you're looking at things from a different perspective. Instead of getting caught in your thoughts and caught in your emotions and trapped there, I mean, we're literally in a box. Instead, by being aware that those thoughts are happening, that those thoughts are not always true, that those thoughts are mostly negative. When you become aware of that, it takes the power away. So many things are happening in our lives automatically. They're because of things we've done over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. The way you are now is because of your past choices. All right. So you've gotten yourself to this place. And if you don't like where you are, it's time to change it. You got to acknowledge it first. Now, the second A sounds easy, but again, not for most people. Once you figure out where you are on your journey, once you stop lying to yourself, once you tell yourself the truth about where you are, you have to accept it. Accept it. Because most people will not. There are the things that they want, there are the things that they don't want, and they try to twist reality to fit that. You must accept the moment in front of you because it's really the only moment you have. The past is really not real because when the past was here, it was now. The future, not real because when the future gets here, it will be happening now. This idea of past and future keep us trapped because most people are lost in the past, wishing they could have done something differently or afraid of the future. So they're missing this moment. So you have to accept the moment in front of you. Accept that you got yourself here. Accept that everything that's happened to you in your life is your fault. Now, I know there's people out there that are going to say, I didn't ask for this to happen. This happened to me. This trauma happened to me. I understand. But how long are you going to go and let that trauma rule your life? It's over. The past is gone. You've got to work through it. You have to stop suppressing your emotions, because that's what we do. We have our emotions connected to our thoughts and we suppress them. And then anytime anything comes up that makes us think of that thing, all those emotions rush back and pull us back into that stream of unconsciousness where we're living most of our lives. So accept the moment. It took billions of years to get this moment in front of you. It has nothing to do with you. You just have to accept it. Now, it doesn't mean that you give in. If the moment in front of you is something that you don't like, then you can change it. But first, you have to accept what is happening. Okay? You can't sugarcoat it. You can't look through it. Look at it through rose-colored glasses. You have to accept the moment, and then you can move from there. Now, the third is the most important because it's the one nobody does. Remember, acknowledge is the very first thing. Know where you are in your journey, or you can't get to your destination. Next is accept. Accept the moment in front of you. Accept that you're responsible. And that could be scary, but it could also be freeing, because you are also the only person that has the key that can let you out of this confinement. All right. The most important thing of the three is act, because this is the part everyone misses. They're reading books about the law of attraction. They think they can go to the sofa and think about a Ferrari and it shows up in the driveway. That's not the way that it works. You have to start acting towards your goal. Just wishing it is nothing. That's a daydream. Okay. You have to act. You have to start moving in the direction of where you want to go. If you want to be a millionaire, you don't want to surround yourself with people that say that's not possible, with people that, are on a low frequency, that are always negative, that are always broke. You're never going to make it. You have to surround yourself with the situations that you would be in if you were that person. It's like the old saying, act like the person you want to be and you become that person. That phrase really is what I live by, because it changes everything. It changes your perspective. It shifts your mindset away from always thinking about yourself and the outside world to the inner world. And when you work on that, everything changes. People are always trying to look on the outside. When I get this job, I'll be happy. When I meet this girl, I'll be happy. When I do this or that or this. And that constantly puts happiness out of your grip. You're chasing it and you're never going to catch it. You're on a hamster wheel because you have made happiness connected to something that you want to get in the future instead of being happy now. When you do these three things, you start to free up life force energy. You start to free up willpower, and you don't even have to consciously do everything. A lot of these things will work themselves through just by bringing awareness to your situation, just by accepting where you are and that you got yourself here. And now it's time to act. And when you do those three things together, it transforms your life. You have to be in the right headspace. You have to be in the right mental attitude to receive the things that you want. It doesn't do any good just to wish and just to do positive thinking if that's all you're doing. Now, it's great if it's in your toolkit, but it can't be the only thing. Okay? We've had this group for a long, long time. There's so many people out there that say they want to change, but guess what? They're not changing. They're not trying. They're not taking the steps. They're not taking the advice. That is why we're here, or otherwise there's no reason for the group. You're not being charged for anything. We're giving you the advice, but you have to follow it. You have to make the moves and follow it. It can transform your life. Mind Power has allowed me to give up alcohol, to give up smoking, to give up eating meat and becoming a vegetarian, to control my finances and stop spending money willy-nilly. It completely allowed me to transform my life bit by bit by bit, and it can do the same for you. to not have the voice in your head talking 24/7, to not have that voice telling you what a horrible person you are and all the horrible things that are going to happen to you in the future and all the bad things you've done in the past. Living with that torment is literally torture. You've got someone in your head, a bitchy roommate that never leaves you alone. And that is constantly telling you how fat you are, how ugly you are, how poor you are, whatever it is that you're dealing with, that you're suffering with, your mind works against you as much as possible. You know, your lower mind is what you've built over all this time. It's the ego, the parts of you that created this picture. Okay. And your lower mind does not want you to succeed, does not want you to break free from that and create a new persona, because it kills that persona. And the survival instinct there, that voice will work against you 90% of the time if you allow it. So by doing these three things, acknowledging where you are, accepting where you are, and acting from that spot, you put yourself into a powerful position, because you are able to now make mature moves that aren't based in emotion. Like some kind of fight happens and all of a sudden you're wrapped in this emotion and you're starting from that space. What if instead you were creating space for yourself by doing these things, by doing this work on yourself? You were creating space. So when something does happen, now there's a space where you can think about it, where you can decide if you want to be pulled into it, instead of just mindlessly getting sucked into the situation and not realizing for a day or two or a week. If you're lucky, most people don't realize it for a month or more that they're in this unconscious situation. Now you control your mind. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. You are in control. So no matter what habits you have that you don't like, no matter what addictions you have that you don't like, in the end, it's you, okay, that has the total control. So don't ever think that that voice is more powerful than you. That voice is just the past. That voice is just there thinking it's protecting you, but it's not. It's hurting us so much in the long run. So do those three things. It will transform everything, I promise you. Now, we have just a few copies left of my book. And let me pull up this because we have a brand new address for you. It's free for a limited time. This is 5 Steps to the Perfect Mindset. We talk about the things we talked about today, but we go deeper. If you're interested in learning, it's absolutely free. Again, it's my gift to you. I want you to succeed. I want you to get that feeling in the morning that you're not full of stress, that you're not full of anxiety, that you can tackle your day, that you can become the person you've always wanted to be. And I'm here to tell you that you can. It takes some inner work. There's no magic pill. I don't care what anyone on the internet tells you. There's nothing you can do to overnight transform your life. You've got to make the changes. You've got to do the work. You got yourself here. All the bad things you've done in the past, built up over time, have brought you here. The good things too. But it's the things that are hurting us that we want to get rid of. So grab a copy of the book. You can download it for absolutely free. It is brentsfreebook.com. No apostrophe in the S. brentsfreebook.com. Go and grab a copy, start reading it, and don't just read it, put it into action in your life. Remember, act. That's the one thing everyone misses. And finally, if you aren't part of our Facebook group, we do this sort of thing all the time. Each and every day, free content, free videos, free reports, free mini courses that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. It's all free. It's all there for you. You've just got to dive into it. To get there, you go to brentsgroup.com. Okay. If you're not already a member, it is a private group. We do not accept everyone. And there is a reason for that. I'm giving away a lot of knowledge in there. I'm giving away a lot of secrets and techniques and strategies that I sell to my clients. I'm doing it for free because I really think, I've spent the last 30 years going all over the world teaching millionaires, billionaires, sports teams, celebrities how to unlock their mind power. But it's not those people that need this. It's the everyday person. It's the masses that are living in this turmoil, this self-created turmoil. But we can fix it. You can fix it with my help. And all you got to do is join our Facebook community to get started. Again, it's brentsgroup.com, no apostrophe in the S, brentsgroup.com. Now, if you're watching this later as a replay, we appreciate you as well. Drop any questions or comments you have into the comment section. We always check them. I'll always see them, and I will answer them in another video. Now, we're going to be back in just a day or two with another topic for you. These videos are short, but they can change your life if you let them. So give us a few moments every couple of days. Take in the information. Let it sit with you. You know when something is true. It's almost like you've known it all along, and it's now reawakened in you. Think about it, and you will know that what we're talking about here is deep, but it's also absolutely true. It's time to stop waiting. It's time to stop putting it off. Life is fleeting, and it's fast. Doesn't matter what anyone tells you, it goes by quick. So make those changes. Just start anywhere. Start acknowledging where you are. Everything changes. All right. I'll see you back here soon. Go out and enjoy your day. And remember, don't worry, be happy and feel amazing. I'll see you soon.